Today we're going to look at exactly what I have in my male stripper bag. Now this is the bag that I bring to every single one of my bookings, and without fail, I will have every single one of these things every time I arrive. Let's do it. So to start off with, I have my speaker here. You got to have your music when you're a male stripper. I use the UE Boom by Logitech. Next up, I have a white singlet. Now I use this as part of my costume for my Magic Mike routine. I also have some tracksuit pants. These are also part of my costume for the Magic Mike routine, but you'll notice down the side of the legs, they have press studs so I can rip them off. So stripper friendly tearaway clothing. I have a towel, so when I do some things with perhaps water or maybe baby lotion or some other things that might get a bit, dirty, I have a towel that I can wipe myself down with after the show or during the show. I have my Australian flag. I use this flag for the Full Monty Full Nude flash at the end of my show. It's a bit of a different take on what normally strippers use, which is a towel. Next up, I have a blindfold. Now, this is just basically a prop I use for some of my shows, and it's a great way to show some creativity and get the girls interacted and interested in your show. I've got some white sneakers, once again, part of the Magic Mike costume. Now this is an interesting one. So in this bag right here, I've got some lollipops. Now I use these as a prop for some of my shows to once again heighten that interaction with the audience. This is a classic one. You've got to have some knee pads, especially if you want to whip out those hardcore dance moves, those knee slides, knee switches and floor work. You're going to need some knee pads to, more importantly, save your knees from all the damage you'll have from that jumping down onto the floor. And I've got my underwear right here. I've got a G-string, and I've also got just a normal boxer style as well right here. It's good to have a bit of an option for the girls. Some women don't really like the whole G-string look and they'll prefer the boxers. Some of them will really want the G-string over the boxers, so pack both just in case. This is a great one right here. So I carry a spare aux cord in my bag. So I usually use the Bluetooth capacity with my speaker, but if for some reason the Bluetooth isn't working, I'll have an aux cord as a backup to make sure I can still play my music. I will have a dedicated phone just for my music. So I won't have my stripper routine on the same phone that I use as a personal phone. If anything happens to that phone, and you're not able to get another phone or an iPod or something before the weekend, then you're essentially screwed. So make sure you always have a separate device for your music. Hair gel, body spray. Really important to make sure that you keep up your appearances in this line of work. Especially if you've got back-to-back bookings, you don't want to have your appearance looking sloppy. So make sure that you've got that hair gel on hand to keep looking sharp, and make sure you keep smelling nice for every booking. I've got another piece of costume for my Magic Mike routine. This is just a grey hoodie. And again, with the hygiene, I've got some baby wipes. Now, I've talked about this before in the past. Really important that you pack some baby wipes with you, because with those back-to-back bookings, like I said before, you're gonna get a bit smelly, a bit stinky, especially if you're dancing hard and you're sweating a bit. So you wanna make sure you've got some baby wipes. When you finish your show, you can just whip a couple out, do your armpits, groin area, just give yourself a little bit of a clean up so you're fresh and ready to go for your next booking. Here's a good tip for you. So if you're using soapy water or water in your shows as a prop, then make sure you pack a plastic bag in your bag, because that wet underwear that you're gonna finish the show in is literally gonna just soak everything else, all your other costumes, if you just chuck it in your bag. So make sure you got a plastic bag that you can put your wet underwear in. Another prop, I've got a little dildo right here, well, not really little dildo, should I say, but special dildo. This one has a little device into it, so it shoots water out the end. Pretty cool. I've got my baby lotion, and I've got some washing detergent so I can make soapy water from one of my props. I'll show you that next. And this is the prop I was talking about, Tupperware container containing soapy sponge. My famous soapy sponge scene. And that is it. That is everything I will have in my bag without fail every single time I arrive to a strip booking. Now, sometimes it can vary a little bit with depending on what routine I have. I might have a few different props, maybe a belt, maybe a mask, but what I just showed you then is what I will bring every single time. And there's a lot of things in there that a lot of guys don't pick up on. So if you saw a few things in there that you can apply to your stripping, then go ahead and do that. I hope this video helped. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video. Catch us later.